There once was a land called Palestine where Christians, Muslims, and Jews lived fine. In the 1800s, it was ruled by the Ottoman Empire. Meanwhile, a bearded guy founded Zionists for Jews to aspire, a land that becomes their home and safe only for their kind. Then there was World War I that ended when the Allies won, and England was like, hey, this beautiful land is totally mine. Still the name was Palestine, even though it was colonized, and a promise for a Zionist state was made by a man that had no right. Then more and more Jews arrived seeking refuge, and that's alright until their plan to steal the land was no longer to hide. The year was 1948 when Israel bullied its way into a state. Thousands of Palestinians fled their homes to survive. No right for return, no right for a home, no right to fight for the land that they owned. Israel expanded more and more into an apartheid. Where is your humanity? Where is your respect for dignity? Call it conflict, that's insanity. It's time to change your mind. One day Palestine will be free, so be on the right side of history. You're not anti-Semitic if you stand against war crimes. Don't be brainwashed by the news. Now you can see for yourself the truth. Learn about the story of Palestine. So basically, I have been following what's going on in Palestine since the beginning, the events of Sheikh Jarrah, the triggering events of the situation we are right now. And I've been following the people who are, recording live on Instagram. So I got to see with my own eyes, the attacks on Al-Aqsa Mosque and the demonstrations. And it was just on my mind all the time. It affected me so much. And, during that time and when the bombing of Gaza started, it was Eid. It was our Eid, as Muslims. So it was like we were gathering with the family, we were traveling, and we were supposed to, enjoy our time. But all the time when I was there, I had this feeling that something is wrong. You know what? When something is wrong with your heart, like I feel something, I cannot be completely happy because I know what's going on there. I am following it and it makes me so sad. What triggered that I need to do something about it is when I came back from this Eid holiday, I was looking through my stuff and I found an art sketchbook for me when I was in grade 3. I was 7 or 8 years old. And I found a drawing. I have it with me.
Yeah, please.
So I found some nice drawings, of course, cute, welcome to Egypt and trees and stuff like that. But then I stopped at something and I remembered exactly the day I was drawing this in the art lesson. It was a few days before Eid also, but 21 years ago.
Yeah.
And and I think it was during the second Intifada in Palestine. And I remember that as a child, as a 7 or 8 year old child, I saw on TV, children dying and houses being bombed and the same visuals that we see today after 21 years, unfortunately. And the teacher asked us to draw something about Eid, like what are you planning to do in Eid and how you're going to celebrate it. And as a child, and this affected me so much, I had this drawing. So I was drawing these kids playing with the kites, having fun. And at the same time, same kids were even wearing the same outfits, the same age, in a cloud somewhere else in Palestine. And they're surrounded by tanks and they are fearing for their lives, because it's a war. And this shows that as a child, 21 years ago, I could not celebrate Eid also, just like the same thing, unfortunately, 21 years later, because the Palestinian children were still suffering at that time. So I was like, you know what? I should just, express how I feel about this and try to make an impact along the way. Stop backing up Israel and giving them money to buy more weapons, because they see what they do with the weapons now, and I can't believe they're acting blind to it. It's very, very obvious to the world. This is not a conflict. This is not, these are not two armies fighting together. So it does not count as a conflict. And of course, it's such a ridiculous claim that they say it's self-defense. Again, look at the people dying on this side. this is not self-defense. This is a crime in the sake, like, for humanity. And I really hope they start seeing that the world will not go blind on them again.